Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spiel. Today, I kind of want to talk about, predominantly, Button Mash itself. The very organisation that is running this channel. I call this an organisation, it's a very generous term. It just seems like something I should probably explain about, because I've had a couple of people ask about what's the deal with Button Mash, so it seems like I should probably explain. Button Mash is an organisation that I started with a number of my colleagues working in a local theatre about 2 years previously. We created a series of video game themed events. Between us, we're all big gaming enthusiasts. We had a variety of games consoles between the lot of us. So we brought them all into the venue, asked anybody who could possibly help out to provide spare TVs, old LCD TVs and so, not LCD, CRT is the one. It's got loads of retro consoles and TVs all over the building, set them up, and threw a big gaming party for one evening. And that went down really, really well. So we decided, we'll carry on doing this. People like them. There's clearly a market for this. Why don't we carry on with it? So this carried on for about a year. The last event we did was back in February, around the time that the building unfortunately closed down, which was a terrible shame because it meant we couldn't carry on doing what we wanted to do. We utilised lots of stuff in the venue. They obviously had a big cinema screen that we could bring down in the auditorium and have massive screen gaming. And no other venue we found could quite offer us the same thing. It was quite ideally suited to our needs. So we've kind of been essentially homeless for a while. We haven't been doing nothing though. We decided to essentially expand into web content, which is what we're doing here now. There we go. Secret switch. Hope that enlightens a few people on that one, because that's not a well-known switch. During our downtime, 3 of the guys out of the 5 of us running the events decided to go their own ways, had other commitments in life, or just weren't enthused with the whole project anymore. So, fair enough, they're no longer around, unfortunately. So it just leaves the 2 of us doing the web content. We're both enjoying this, writing reviews on the website, which you can go check out, buttonmash.net, links in the description below. That's good, enjoying writing. And obviously these videos, which is even more fun still. I'm loving making these. Also set up a Twitch TV page, which will be linked probably, I don't think it's linked in the description, it'll certainly be linked on our channel page. That's not very frequently used. I would like to use it more. I just don't know what I would use it for, to be honest, at this stage. If anybody's got any ideas, I'm quite happy to listen. But yeah, I'm enjoying the web content. It's a good stopgap. Other people seem to enjoy the web content, so we do still want to continue doing the events. It's just something that's on hold for a while, I think. And that's where your secret key gets you into here. Lots of free money. Yeah, like I say, we do want to continue doing events. We do get people who are fans of the old events and who maybe aren't quite as interested in hearing what we have to say about indie gaming. Keep coming back to us and saying, what about the events? Where have they gone? We used to do events. What's with all the videos? This isn't what I wanted from Button Mash. I wanted you to bring me a pile of consoles to play with my mates. Well, obviously there's only 2 of us running the show now. so have considerably less consoles, which means any event we do put on at this stage will be considerably less spectacular. We could invest in a lot of consoles, but it's a lot to invest for something that, I don't know, it's hard to gauge in actual enthusiasm at this stage. Like I say, people keep asking, but how many would actually turn up if we put a new event on? It's very difficult to gauge, I would have said. Oop, token. Just 3 energy well spent. At any rate, the old theatre is now shut, but it has reopened under new management very recently. I've had the pleasure of speaking to the new managers. They know about Button Mash. They're aware of what we did and how successful it was. They like the idea, most importantly. So, rather hoping that they will be able to give us a new home, or in fact our old home back. But like I say, we're lacking resources at the moment. If anybody's selling a lot of old consoles off really cheap, please let us know. We'll take them. Maybe. Depends how much you're selling them for. So yeah, that's kind of what we want to do. I mean, whilst we were running the events before, we built some of our own. I hesitate to call them consoles, but it's certainly arcade cabinet type things. Just stick an old PC and run emulators into what was essentially a homemade wooden box carved up out of MDF. Those were fun projects to make. I know my colleague enjoyed making them as well and would like to do more, but at the minute it's hard to justify. You know, we're not running events and all. You know, we did two essentially. One was a full-scale stand-up arcade cabinet, like you would see in an old 80s gaming arcade. That was cool. Everyone liked that one. The second one we did was a little bit more niche. It was more. I made it for myself. I'm going to be honest. It was a jukebox. Essentially, I put another old PC into a wooden box. It was my old PC when I upgraded to my current one. And I just loaded. I formatted it and loaded it full of whichever Steam games were available that were music based. So games like your Audio Surf and your Beat Hazard, the put your own music in and it generates a level kind of games. Those kind of games were. I also loaded it with a load of music, so in conjunction with those kind of games, you ended up with sort of pick a track and play the level. It was a gaming jukebox. That was really cool. I liked it. It didn't get well used, but nah, who cares? It was for me. And you'd be surprised how effective a homemade computer case can actually be. I think I'm going to keep this one short today, actually, because that more or less covers everything that Button Mash has done to date. I can't justify playing through another entire floor and dragging out the topic. So yeah, just a little one for today. This is Button Mash, this is who we are, this is what we do. If you want us to host a gaming event somewhere in Yorkshire, throw us a line. Thanks for watching. See you later.